Second chapter. Name of this lecture is People as a Resource. Are you ready to discuss about it with me? If yes, then okay, I am ready to start. So look at this slide. In this slide is given what name of lecture. I am comfortable. I will discuss it with you in details. I have full time. So here name of this lecture is People as a Resource. Uh, Are you crystal clear? What is the name of today's lecture? So, people as a resource. Let's understand meaning of this chapter. So here core concept is that the chapter redefines population not as a which means liabilities, but as a productive asset, a form of human capital. Okay. Now, name of the lecture is what? People as resource. And it is telling you, okay, there is a population in a country, but we can consider population as a what? As a asset. But how? Okay, about it, we are going to discuss in this. But here you can see the chapter will tell you about population not as a burden but as a productive asset, a form of a human capital. And directly we will understand formation of a human capital. It emphasizes means it will give what pressure. It will give pressure to to understand that you are going to understand importance of education, skills and development. Having education, having a skills development, having health, what can be done? Can we say that population is an asset if we have if we have when we will have better education, when we will have a skill development, then can we say is population is not a burden, it is a productive asset? That is what we will discuss. Okay, so it is telling, it will emphasizes how education, health and skill development transform people into economic contributors. For example, I am woman. Okay, I am I come in population of India country. So here it is telling you, having all this education, health, skill development, it will change. Are you understanding? It will change a people into economy, into economic contributor. For example, you are not that person. You are not economic contributors. For example, let's say you are not economic contributors. Let's say, just to understand. Now, when you will be trained to give education, now when you will be provided nutrition, better nutrition to be healthy. Now, when you will be provided what additional knowledge, when you will be provided a skill, whatever you are interested in, you can select that field, and you can create a skill. You can master that field as a skill, and now you are ready to contribute to your country. How will it happen? We will understand, don't worry. So next, human capital is human resources. What's the difference between them? Can you tell me? We understood about human capital. We understood. isn't it? In the previous lecture we understood human capital, it is a capital, human resource, human is a resource, human is a capital. Look, when it comes to capital, it means human can be used for country, and human will be asset for country. So here you will earn money again and again. People are earning money again and again. People are earning from job, from government job, from private job. People are earning. People are earning from shops. People are earning by doing short works, by doing agriculture. People, all these people are earning money. So indirectly all these persons are what, are human capital, because of all these are earning money. All these are earning money. Now, can we say, if these persons are able to earn money, it means yes, these persons are ready to earn money. So if this person these people are ready to earn money, then we can say this is this person is a human capital. Now what about human resource? Whatever resources are provided to convert a normal person into economic contributors. For example, I am not economic contributor. I will be provided some essential, some basic needs so that I can convert into a skilled, you can say a skilled person, into educated person, into healthy person. So education will be provided by government. Uh, s- Government hospital will be provided by government. Mm, what else? I think yes, there are some population of a country. So indirectly, I am telling you what, education, uh, uh, health, to be healthy, and uh, education, being healthy, all these are resources for women. When women will have these resources, now by using these resources, that woman can can be what, can be ready for country to earn money. Now that person will earn money, and directly that person is developing to their country. Now here from this slide, let's understand human capital versus human resources. Human resources, which means the population of a country. Okay. Human capital, the productive skill, knowledge, and health possessed by people. So same meaning. Human resources, so of course the population of a country will consume human resources. Who will consume? Education, who will consume? Nutrition, who will consume? Vegetables, who will consume? What else? I think education. So what else? Skills. Skills. Okay. So who will master? So of course, population of a country will consume education. Children will consume education. Younger will master skills. Okay. Younger will be healthy when they will have what? When they will have a human resource, when they will have a better school, better colleges, better hospitals, when they will have a better facilities, then they can be economic contributors to their country. Clear? So after gaining education, after having better hospital, after mastering a skills, now you are able to say that you are human capital. You have productive skills. You have a set of skills. You can work to earn money. Okay. So in some words we can say, we can define a human capital. A person, a human will have what skills. If that person will be healthy, that person will have a skills, a set of skills. That person will be healthy, yes. That person will have knowledge. By this, by a skill, by having knowledge, by health, now that person has a productivity. That person has a productivity. That person can do many experiments. That person can earn money. That person can work whatever that person wants. Okay. Investment in human capital. So of course, investment in human capital. So of course, human resources will be investment in human capital. Human resource. So human resources are education, training, healthcare. All these are human resources. Clear? All these are human resources. Investment in human capital. So here, when you will consume education, when you will take training, when you will have better health care, then in return, after some years, you will be physical capital. You will be considered as a physical capital, because are giving you are giving what profit to your country. You are earning money. Okay. And again you will be earning money. So indirectly can we say that you are physical capital for your country, because you are earning money. You are doing something in your country so that your country can grow. All this is happening because of you. And because of you, because why you? Because you have knowledge, you have education, you have better education, you have knowledge, you are healthy, you have skills. That's why you are able to think critically that you should do this, you can do this for your country, development for development. So all this will happen when you will gain human resources, when you will consume human resource. And remember, primarily human resources will be provided by government, then private sector will come to provide human resources. So work of government is to provide human resources to their audience, otherwise you can say to public, free, not paid. Why free? Because public will pay tax. Public When public will pay tax, now government will get all this money that public that tax was paid by public. So this tax, now government will have tax because public paid tax. Now by this taxes, government will make what? Hospital, all this human resources. Government will provide human resources to public, so that public public can be converted into human public capital. so that. Okay, clear. So human capital will be asset, it will be benefit, it will be useful for a country. So a person will be human capital when that person will have better healthcare, that person will have better school, that person will have better college, that person will have better electricity, that person will have a better road, then that person can be human capital, then that person can be human capital. I know there are some people, there are some people that people have their have all this human resources, but they don't consume human resources anyhow. And after few years when they grew up, then they are not able to see economic contributors. Okay, it happens. Did you understand? So investment in human capital will provide benefit just like a physical capital. Physical capital also provides benefit. Economic activities. Let's see what is the economic activities. Yeah, from these activities you can understand better thing. What a better thing? Look, economic activities will be done in market of a country. In your market, you can see, you can observe happening economic activities in your area. You can observe. I will explain how do you observe. I will explain. We will divide economic activities into two parts. I think so. Let's say economic activities are activities that contribute to national income. Yes. Look, any activities is being done in your area, and that activities, a person is doing activity, and now by doing that activities, if that activities is getting what money. Okay, I am doing experiment, I am doing this that activities can be anything. For example, you are opening business, it is also activities. For example, you are opening institute, it is also activities. For example, you are opening vegetable shops, it is also economic activities. Okay, there are a lot of activities which are happening in our area. Clear? So here I am trying to explain is that any activities, let's say you want to open institute so that you can teach to your student. Now you are opening, after few months you open institute and students are coming, you are teaching, you are getting money. Students are paying money to you and you are getting money because you are teaching to your students. That's why your students are paying money. Now here teaching is activities, it is economic activities, it is activities. Teaching is activities. You opened an institute so that you can teach, and this process is activities, and by this process you are getting money, isn't it? It is happening or not? By this activity what is happening? You are teaching. First of all, you opened what institute, Then a student came. Now you are ready. You were ready to teach, and now you are teaching. So all this is a process, and this process is giving you money. I know a student is giving money, but can we say indirectly we can say this is a process. By doing this activities, you are able to earn money. You are able to earn money. Directly I can say you are teaching, you are getting money. This is economic activities. But there is a process. There is a process. Process can be little, process can be big. Okay. So whatever you are providing, and in return you are getting money. So that activities you can consider as economic activities. Whatever you are doing, but in return you are getting money. So that activities is ready to say that activities will be called as economic activities. Why are we saying that that activities, teaching activities, is economic activities? Because in return when you teach, and after few months you get money by your student. So your main word is coming what? Money. You are getting money. So if you are getting money, that's why you are saying your activity is economic activity, because of reason is that a word money. You are getting money. This is sentence is clear telling you that you are getting money, and that's why it is economic activities. Whatever you do, in return, if you get money, then that activity, you can say that activity is economic activities. Now, this one other activities you can observe, and from this activities, from other activity, you can observe one thing. What? There are some activities, from those activities we cannot get. We don't take what? Money. We cannot get money. Yes, it happens. There are some activities, from those we we cannot take money. For example, you are teacher. If of course you are married. If you are married, if you are married, if you are teacher, so of course you will teach to your children. Of course you will teach. Someday, someday will come when you will be teaching to your children. So can you tell me, will you take money from your children? Of course no. Of course no. You will not take money. It is a self consumption. You are teaching to your children. That's why you are not getting money. Okay, because of it is a self consumption. Why will you? Why will you take money from your children? Okay. Are you are understanding? These, apart from this example, there are more examples. There are more examples in which we can observe what this activity is not providing income. Is not providing income. Now you go in your vegetable area. You purchase vegetables. Now after purchasing vegetables, you came in your house. Now you are ready to cook vegetables. Food is ready. So here you will consume that vegetable. Now by consuming vegetable, you are not getting money, but here your basic need is getting complete, isn't it? Basic need, but you are not getting money. Main word is what? Getting money. You are not getting money. So we can say this is non-economic activities. Any activities which is not giving any kind of profit, if that activity is not providing money, then we can say that activity is non-economic activity. Any activity, you are doing any activity, you are doing anything, if by doing those things you are getting money, then you can say any kind of a profit you are getting by doing that activities, then you can say that activity is economic activities, because of you are getting money. That's why you are getting money from doing that activity. Clear? So economic activities that contribute to national income. Yes, economic activities are activities from which in which we produce, we provide service. Now two things I would like to explain here. Two things. First, what first is service, and second is, I think, how do we earn money. This is what I want to explain with you. How do we earn money? So of course by providing service, by selling products, isn't it? So here service you cannot observe. Yes, you can observe service, you can observe, but you cannot see service. Okay, you cannot see service. For example, job, government job, private job also. So all this person provide what services. I am editing, so here I will, yes, this is uh, example. I think teacher is the best example to for service. Okay, here teacher is a teaching to a student. Okay, teacher is a teaching a student. Now here, what type of product is it that a teacher selling to their student? Of course, not any kind of product. That teacher is not selling anything, but that teacher is providing what? Service. I am telling you, what is that teacher selling products? When it comes to products, then you should be clear that product would be tangible, we can touch. For example, this mouse I can touch it. This is also product, I can touch it. So here somebody provided this product to me, and that person earned money. That person was paid money to provide this product to me. So here what happened? that person that person gave me that person gave me this mouse, and I gave him what? Rupees, money, for this. So that is how that person is earning money. So here this person got money because of this person gave this mouse product. Then that person got money from. Now here on the other side, in other case, what is happening? Teacher is not selling any kind of a product. Teacher is providing service, and service will be invisible. Always remember, service will be invisible, product will be visible. We can say product. Okay, even we can touch, but both will give you money. Both can give you money. Both can give profit. Clear? So by selling products you can earn money. By providing service you can earn money. There are a lot of services, for example banking service, for example police services, railway services. There are a lot of doctor services. Doctor provides what service? um, Bankers provide service. Yes. What else? Teacher Teachers provide service. Okay. Here delivery person do not provide delivery person does not provide any kind of service. They provide what? Product, and in return they get money. Clear? So from by providing a service, money can be earned, and by providing products, money can be earned. These are two things from which money can be earned. Okay, money can be made. Here, let's see three sectors. First is the primary sector, second is the secondary sector, third is the tertiary sector. This is also interesting point. This is also interesting point. We cannot ignore it. It will come many times. Indirectly it will come, but it will come. Primary sector, secondary sector, tertiary sector. That's why it becomes very important to understand it, isn't it? So remember, there are three sectors. There are three sectors in economy, and these three sectors can be observed in a real life. First is the primary. So from primary word we can observe what primary, which means first, secondary, which means second, tertiary, which means third. So primary will be first basic need, secondary second basic need, tertiary third sector. Okay, third sector. So first primary sector is telling you anything that is a first basic, first material, anything which is a raw material, which means first basic need. Any material is a raw material. So here a raw material will be used to make to produce a product. Raw material will be used. So of course, to produce anything we need what? Natural things. We need natural things, then we can produce anything. Okay, when we will have natural things. So natural things, indirectly you can say natural things are raw materials. Indirectly you can say. Clear? Natural things are raw materials. Natural things are basic things. Natural things are those things that will be used in production to provide, to make, to produce what? Product. Another product. Clear? Remember. For example, here you can say there are some examples. First is agriculture, second is fishing, third is forestry. So agriculture, of course, it is a first. It is a first. Okay, first it is a primary sector. Agriculture is done on land. Agriculture is done on land, and land is natural thing. Fishing is done in water. Water is a natural thing. Okay, so agriculture, fishing, forestry will be considered as primary sector. Whatever we will get by doing agriculture, we can use those things to produce something else, and those things are being produced. So it will happen in secondary sector. Secondary sector says that Manufacturing construction, yes, it is telling you whatever you want to produce anything, so it will happen when you will have natural things, and now you will convert natural things into product, and now you will sell product. And who will sell product? So tertiary sector will sell secondary product of secondary sector. Who will sell? So tertiary sector will sell. Work of a secondary sector is to produce a product. Work of a tertiary sector is to sell products. Okay. Work of a primary sector is to what? Is to mm, grow what? Natural things. You can say primary sector is a basic need. It is a natural thing. What can we do? It will happen by naturally. Primary sector is not in our hand, but there are something that can be in our hand. Secondary sector is in our hand. Tertiary sector is also in our hand, but if there are products, then that products will be sold by tertiary sector. The tertiary sector will say, okay, I am coming. Tertiary sector will call to secondary sector, and tertiary sector would say to secondary sector, is product is ready, our materials are ready. Then secondary sector would say, yes, yes, for few months materials are ready, you can come and take to sell. And you come, deal with me, what are rates of this material, that materials, then take you can sell in your market. Okay, tertiary sector are services. These tertiary sectors are also person. Here, primary sector, you will observe what persons, people. In secondary sector also you will observe people. In tertiary sector you will observe also people, but people will be different. In primary sector people will be something else. In secondary, person will be something else, and in tertiary people will be something else. Okay. So in secondary sector, people will be using manufacturing tools to convert raw materials into product, so that products can be sold. And now tertiary sector, in people who are in tertiary sector will provide service like transport, banking, education. So all these are service which will be provided by person, which will be provided by person. Clear? Now in modern time, what is happening? Tertiary sector is growing rapidly. Not rapidly, but it is growing. Okay, it is constant growing. Can we say primary sector is a growing constant? Yeah. Online, all things are became online. Okay, that's why all persons are working as a service. That's why I know by online products can be sold. Yes, I know, but most of things are being provided as a service. For example, a lot of person are coming on YouTube channel, and they are providing what courses, a lot of courses. That is how they are providing, and that is how person is gaining information, gaining education. Person is taking information. That is how. In modern time, yes, a lot of person are working as a service person. It is useful. I am not saying it is a disadvantage. It is advantage. Okay, it is an advantage. In decent time, what was happening? In decent time, Otherwise you can say not in desert. Yes, yes, in desert time, in desert time, otherwise middle time you can say. From 1947, yes, yes, it will be better to say from 1947. From 1947, otherwise on the time of 1947, primary sector was, performance of a primary sector was at top level, okay, was at a high level. But after few hours, for example, after 10 hours, after 15 hours, secondary sector mm, became top in in sector. So secondary sector came at a high level and primary sector came at a second level. But right now you can see, not right now, but in modern time you can see what tertiary sector is at first level. Tertiary sector is at a first level and secondary sector is at a second level and primary sector is at third level. But from starting, primary sector was at first level, secondary sector was at second level, tertiary sector was at third level. But after 15 years, after 10 years, what happened? After 10 years, after 15 years, secondary sector came at first level. It happened because of materials. Materials were available. People were people were using naturally things to convert into products. Then gradually primary sector resources decreased, not completely but little. That is why secondary sector came at a first level and primary sector came at a second level. But now, as I told you, tertiary sector is at a first level because of all things are becoming online. That's why all things are becoming online. Okay. From online, by online, uh, most of things, a lot of things will be provided as a service. Yes, some things will be provided. Will some things will be provided as not products will be provided by online. Okay, I know it is happening. It will happen. It will be happening. Yeah, I cannot say, even no, nobody can say that after 10 years. Yes, after 10 years, after 15 years, you can assume that it will happen, that will happen after few years. This Shakti will be at this level, this Shakti, second Shakti will be this level, will be at this level. You can assume after 10 years what will happen. So but you cannot say, you cannot consume. Oh, no, no, no. What I am saying, you cannot assume that after 50 years, after 40 years, after 60 years, this will happen, that will happen. So it will be less chance to happen. Whatever you will think that it will happen after 40 years, 50 years, or 60 years, so it will be less chance to happen. Okay, whatever you think that it will happen after 60 years, then it cannot. I think no, it will be less possibility. I would say it will be less possibility. Clear? Yes, I can grant it. Anybody can grant it that after 10 years, after 5 years, you can assume, and possibility will be 50, 50 chance, 50% will be chance that those things will happen that you thought. Okay, that you thought those things will happen after 5 years, after 10 years. Clear? Hmm. So here, private sector, we saw that in starting, people were constructing, no constructing. People were finding what natural things in starting. For example, agriculture. People were doing a lot of agriculture in starting, but today you can see people are not interested in that much in doing agriculture. But in starting, people were doing agriculture because of materials. We wanted materials. We wanted food materials so that we can survive. That's why. That's why. Okay, that's why people were doing agriculture. Right now, people are not interested. I know. Some people are interested. Some people, as a farmer, are interested in doing agriculture. And as primary resources, as a primary natural resources found, then then it became useful for secondary sector. Now person of a secondary sector thought that yeah, we have resources, we have natural resources, now we can produce, we can what, we can create product, okay, we can produce things, other things, because we have natural things. That's why. So that is how they thought, that that is how they thought, that is what they thought, okay, when they found all natural things. Then I am not saying that they found completely natural things. Little they found at a time, they found little natural things, then they tried to make something they tried to convert those little natural things into something whatever they wanted to create. they they tried, okay. That is how today we can see, today we can see what is happening. So they tried. That's why today we have whatever we have, because of they did. That's why. Clear? They did in that moment. No, market activities done for pay. Oh, profit. Okay. For example, factory work, teaching. Yes, none market activity. I am telling you, none economic activities. Non-economic activities. But I was wrong. Definition was right. Definition was right, but the word was wrong. So here, what is the market activities? In market activities happens. In market activity happen. And now I have explained. Okay, I have explained as well. So here again, little information I would like to give you again. You can say I am repeating it. So market activities are activities, okay. We do a lot of activities, person are doing a lot of activities, person are doing a lot of activity. Yes, here you can see what in your country, even you can see there are a lot of teachers, there are a lot of teachers. So what are they doing? They are providing teaching services, they are providing teaching services, isn't it? So in return they are getting money, isn't it? So in return they are earning money. It means that they are asset for country. They are asset for country. They are able to teach. It means they have a skill. Which skill? They have teaching skills. Now they are, I think they are teaching. It means they are educated. That's why they have education, they have information, they have skills, a skill of for teaching. They are healthy. That's why they are working, isn't it? So teacher is a skilled person. In return, you are getting money after doing activities. You are you came in market activities. Okay, you became economic contributor to your country. Clear? Chalo, okay. And non-market activities. Let's just say it is just opposite of market activities. Just opposite. But we will have to understand. We will have to understand. We cannot escape by saying, yeah, this is just This is just opposite of market activities, I know, but it will be better to explain. With feelings we are understanding. I will try to explain everything, whatever I am saying. So I will try to explain everything with feelings, with emotions, so that I can connect with you, so that you can connect with me. Okay, so it will happen when I will connect all things with the emotion, with the feelings. Then this will happen, and we will enjoy. What will it, we will feel better. We can understand anything clear. Okay. Mm, let's understand non-market activities. Non-market activities. So clear. If you want to understand about non-market activities in some words, then I would say it is just a self consumption. When it comes to self consumption, it means you are consuming, and now here self is added with consumption. It is telling you you are consuming for yourself, and if you are consuming for yourself, so why will you get money for this activities is what you are consuming something for yourself. So why will you get money? Of course you will not get money. Whatever you are doing, if those things are self consumption, you are consuming anything, you are providing anything for yourself, for your benefit, for yourself. Okay. For example, I told you, you are teaching to your children. So here you will not get you will not uh, take money from your children, of course. Yes. So this activities is self conjunction. Clear? So indirectly I am also trying to tell you there are some things, some activities which will be non-market activities, and non-market activities, and this will be important. Remember, we cannot say that it is not giving a profit to our country, then it is liabilities. But I think it should not be liabilities. Okay, I think it should not be liabilities. When it comes to liabilities, then we can say person does not have a skill, then that person is a liabilities for country. But here non-market, I am not saying non-market. Okay, non-market activities. So non-market activities is also compulsory. Market activities is also compulsory. It is a compulsory for uh, national, for nation. Market activities is a compulsory for nation, but non-market is a compulsory for self consumption, for self consumption. Both are compulsory. Performance of both are in their work, in their way. Okay. Non-market activities is a self consumption. It is a done for self consumption. For example, household. Yeah. Let's see next. Gender and work. Women's unpaid domestic work is not counted in national income. Gender disparity in education and employment opportunity. Okay, educated women with the skills earn better and contribute more visibly to the economy. It is saying you. Here we are looking what we are observing what gender word and work. Look, when it comes to gender, it is telling you men and women. Of course, we see what there are a lot of women who don't work, and they have compulsion. That's why we don't say to do work to them. They work in their house, and if they are working in their house, of course that activities is non-market activities. They are doing for themselves. They are doing for themselves. Clear? If any woman has a skills, then that woman can use a skill earning money for earning money, okay, for contributing country. So any children, not children, any younger person, any person, any student, any girl, any boy, any man, any woman, if all this have skills, then they will be able to earn money. When they will earn money, it means they are contributing to country. If they are contributing to their country, they will be considered as a asset. They will be considered as asset. Women work in their house, domestic, they work domestic work. Yeah, women works domestic work, but that work is not counted in economy, in national income, because of it is a self consumption. It is a non-market activities. When it comes to non-market activities, so we can say it is not for national income. I know, we all know that women works in their work, but that work is not counted for national income, because it is a self consumption. Woman does not get money for this. If they have any kind of a skill, they can go somewhere where they can feel comfortable to work, and by working they are earning money. Then yes, this process is telling that woman is earning money. Now indirectly, that woman is also contributing to economy of a country. Clear? So educated women with her skills can earn better money. Clear? We don't care about gender. We don't care about gender. Any a student you can take, even your children you can take an example as an example. You can take man, woman, but condition is what? That woman should be educated. That woman should have a skill. That woman should be healthy. Now all this, that woman have all this. Now that woman will do, in return that woman will get money. When uh, when that uh, when that woman will get money, so now it is a final to say that yes, uh, that woman is capital. Okay, that woman is a human capital. Now next, education and health care, pillars of a human capital. Yes, education, four things I would say. There are four major things which are pillars of human capital. First is education, second is healthcare, you can take, third you can say road, school, yeah, education is a school, you can say. Yeah, quality education, it also matters. uh, what else? Electricity. Yeah, two things, yeah, you are observing this. But without electricity in today time, you cannot survive, I can say easily. Yeah. Impossible. As you cannot live without having healthcare in your area, it same for electricity. You cannot live, you cannot use physical capital by without electricity. Okay, that's why electricity becomes important to have. Okay, so pillar of human capital, first is education. It increase productivity, income. Yes, you can say, yeah. What is the importance of education? When you have education, you can think something, you can think critically, you can increase your income by doing something. For example, you have education, okay? Now you are able to master some skills in which you will be interested, in which you will be interested. So here you are able to master any field as a skill because of you had an education, you had background of education. That's why. And that is how productivity is increasing. That is how productivity is increasing. When productivity will increase, then of course income will increase. Of course income will increase. So here you will get benefit by having education, by having knowledge, by having information. Of course you will get something benefit. Government entities, okay, this was a scheme, you can see here. Midday meal scheme, what is it? It provides food to children. It is available in a school, in government school. It is a food is provided by this scheme to children in government school, so that uh, children can be healthy in rural areas, so students, children, you can say children who are studying in governmental school in rural areas, they are provided meal, they are provided food with the quality, with the better quality of nutrition. They are provided. Why are they being provided nutrition? Because of they can be healthy. They are studying, government is providing government school, so that they can be educated, so that they can be educated. That's why government is providing government education. Any person who cannot afford, any person, any family, any parents who cannot afford too much money for uh, for for education of their children in private school, then government school is available in your area. You can send your children to government school, so that they can study something gradually, okay, they can. So that is how your children will understand something. That is how your children will get education, will gain education. So here government is providing government education, so that uh, children who are in rural areas can be educated. And here a scheme was introduced in government school for for children, who are studying in government school. They will be provided food, so that they can be healthy. And as we know, being healthy is very important. It plays crucial role in our life. I am thinking something else. Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan. From this name, you can understand what is it saying. It is saying, it is a promoting education. This scheme, other, if it is a scheme, then we can say this scheme is providing, is promoting education. And this scheme is giving you opportunity to eat meal in a school. Clear? So these are two schemes which were introduced by government. And here you can see these two schemes are important, isn't it? Next pillar of human capital is health. I told you being healthy is very compulsory. We feel fit, we feel healthy. A healthy population is more productive. Yes, even a educated population is more productive. So public health infrastructure remains uneven across states. So you can understand, population population is educated, uh, population is healthy, population has a skills, now your country will grow at will be at a first first level in GDP in anything. Okay, here you can say that your country is developing because all population is educated, population is uh, more productivity, and population is healthy. That's why your country is developing, and your country will increase rapidly when this will have when population will have this health, education, and a skill. Clear? Now next let's see unemployment in India. So here uh, I told you meaning of employment and unemployment. If you are going to somewhere to find a job and you are not getting job, then you are unemployment. Okay, you are unemployment. You are finding job, but you are not getting job. Why are you finding job? Because you want to do work so that you can survive to yourself, so that you can survive to your family. That's why you are finding job. And if you are not getting job, then you will be considered as unemployment. So let's say unemployment in India. Seasonal unemployment. From this word, you can be clear. Seasonal, which means it is for agriculture person. Okay, season will come, then farmer will be ready. Okay, after going season, farmer will be unemployment. Then farmer will wait to come season. So they have some months in which do not do not do anything to income. So that is how they are seasonal unemployment. Seasonal. Common in agriculture, I told you, work available only in certain seasons. Okay. Seller person who sells what ice cream, that person will sell ice creams in summer season. When summer season will go on, then what will happen? So that person uh, will be what? Seasonal unemployment. Disguised unemployment, more people employed than needed. Yeah, it is a telling you, in a industry I need a 4 5 person. Okay, but instead of 5 there are 10 person, there are 12 persons are working, but I need 5 person. 5 person can work in my industry, but 10 persons are working. So there are more than need. Persons are working more than needed. The marginal productivity is zero. So educated. So here in disguised unemployment, you will observe what there are unnecessary person who are working in a sector, in a field. Okay, but 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 we need some people, we don't need too much people. Educated unemployment, yes, there are some people who are educated, but they don't get job. Yes, it is happening in today time also. It was happening, it will be happening. uh, I can say, if you want to be employment, uh, then create a skill, make a skill, master a skill. Okay, so qualified individuals unable to find jobs matching their skills. Whatever you have a skills, you can use that skills. And if that skill is not useful for if that skill is not helping to you earn money, then you can move on other skill. You can create, you can master other skills. Okay, according to demand in market. Impact: wastage of human production, increased dependency ratio, social waste. Practice question. So what is meant by human capital? So human capital, it is a human, okay. One, when human will consume human resources, then that person will be human capital. Now that person is ready to economic contributor, but hold on, that person, when that person will earn money, then that person will be considered as human capital completely, okay. Yes, I know that person consumed human resources, but after consuming of human resources, if you are earning, now you are earning, then you are human capital, then you are, now you are you are asset, now you are not liabilities, okay. Now distinguish between market and non-market activities. Simple. Market activities will give you profit, and if market activities is giving profit to you, then you are developing to your country. But non-market activities are those activities which will be self-consumption, and it is also, I know it will not help to grow our country, but it will be useful for our self-consumption, okay. It is not a waste material. Now next, how does education contribute to economic development? Okay, when it comes to education, how does it contribute to economic development? Then we can easily say, by having education, by having knowledge, by having information, we can increase our income, we can increase our skill, we can master skills, we can do experiment, we can do some experiment. So by doing all this, we are able to increase our income. At the end, we will be increasing our income, and if our income is increasing, so it means develop what country is developing, country will be more developing. If our income will be increasing day by day, so of course country will be developing day by day. So next question, why is investment in health considered as an investment in human capital? Yes, uh, human will be human will be healthy, then they can work. If human will not be healthy, then they cannot do anything, uh, whether they have education, whether they have knowledge, but you can say this is a combination. What is combination? Combination of having skills, having education, having knowledge, being healthy will be better, will be better. So that's why investment in human, investment in health, mm, it will become important, so that a person can be healthy. Now person will be healthy, it can it can do anything, it can gain education, it can earn whatever, okay, whatever number of money they want, they can earn money. So it will happen when person will be, population will be. Now here, yeah, population will be quality. Now here, if you wanted to know uh, population is population is quality or not, then from this discussion you can find if in our country there is a population. So in population there are a lot of people, and all these peoples have what? Education. All these peoples are educated, all these persons have a skills, all these persons are healthy, all these persons are earning money. So now we can say yes, population is a quality, population is a quality. That's it, I think. Yes, the end.